So hi there again everyone, this is again Alan and welcome to my channel. It's actually raining so hard outside and I don't know if you can hear the sound of thunder, but we're still gonna push through with our watercolor vlog, and today we're gonna be we're gonna be I'm not scared, okay?
Eventually.
Okay, it's not done yet. The thunder is not done yet. Okay, so anyway, we're gonna be reviewing today Alvaro Castagnet's Master Artist Set, which is composed of 10 5ml tubes. Okay, so this is the box. So it's still raining so hard outside and I can't wait for it to stop, so I'll just have to make my voice clearer and louder instead so that you can hear me. So in front of the box are the 10 colors, which are all written in 4 different languages, and behind the box is the image of the artist, Alvaro, and he looks so cool actually. Tag life, yeah.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G. Snoop Dogg.
Quote from him, he says, I like Daniel Smith watercolor paints for their good quality, deep chromatic intensity, sedimentary traits, and for creating paintings that make an expressionistic, gutsy statement. So that's his quote. It says here, Alvaro Castagnet was born in Montevideo, Uruguay, so he's from Uruguay, and is a successful author, tutor, sought-after judge, and is one of today's most highly respected master watercolor artists. Alvaro is a member of the most distinguished art societies around the world, including AWS, AWI, ACUA, and OWS. So, actually, I've known of Alvaro since 2017 online when I was looking for inspirations. When I was looking for someone to idolize, and I really adore his work, and I'm really inspired by his style, and I somehow would like to learn the techniques that he is actually doing, but each artist has different style, and I think I'll need more time to explore the medium watercolor to get to know and explore other artists. But as of now, I really love his style, and I believe a lot of artists here also admire him just like how I admire him. But I think last year, 2017 or 2018, he had a seminar here in the Philippines, which I wasn't able to attend. I was so jealous of those friends of mine who were able to attend. But yeah, so I can only now, as of the moment, just review and make use of the set that is named after the master himself, Alvaro Castagnet. So here I have. Well, I bought this in through a friend who went abroad, and for a lower price. I think that was less than, I believe it was around 4,000 Philippine pesos, but it was sale, so I got a bigger discount. And I actually have two, and I am actually selling this on my Shopee, so please check my Shopee because I only just need one. And yeah, I will be putting my Shopee link at the description, so please check it out. When I purchased an item from Des Art Room, I received a free Daniel Smith dot card, and it's actually an Alvaro Castagnet palette, which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 colors. And as you can see, there is no burnt sienna light in this dot card, but instead they have, excuse me, but instead they have quinacridone burnt orange. I think that's somehow to replace this color. And here they have cobalt teal blue, and verditer blue, and cerulean blue, which are also Pyrrole Orange, which are all not included in the tint. So let's see if this tint can actually stand on its own without these colors. As usual, I'm gonna be using Arches 185 cold press, and since I still have this Alvaro Castagnet palette, that card, I'm gonna be using this. This is not pre-wet. For the burnt sienna light, which is not available here, I'm gonna be using this tube directly. So let's start. So let's start with Deep Scarlet. So this is a very intense, deep brownish red. So next we have Pyrrole Red. The birds are already out, so I think the rain is going to stop anytime sooner. So my apologies for the reflection, because as you can see, I'm using artificial light, two artificial light, so it's reflecting. Let me adjust so I think this is the best angle for you to see the color. Next is the Mayan Orange. So this is not as easy to re-wet as compared to Deep Scarlet and Pyrrole Red, but it's very transparent. Next we have Hansa Yellow Deep, which is a warm yellow, and it uses PY65. You see, I have to tilt the paper to avoid reflection, and so that you can see the colors more. So next is Viridian. This is a very transparent cool green, a basic cool green. So as you can see, in this set he only has one yellow, and that is a warm yellow. Next we have Yellow Ochre, which is a staple color to every palette. But personally, I prefer raw sienna, depending on the brand. Next is Ultramarine Blue, but this is French Ultramarine, so I'm gonna be just using one directly from the tube. So this is also a staple color to every palette. Cobalt Blue, actually Cobalt Blue and Ultramarine Blue are very near as how they appear here, but Cobalt Blue is a cooler version, but it's not cooler than Cobalt Teal, of course, or Cerulean Blue. Next is this burnt sienna light, which is only available in the Castagnet set. So we're gonna have to use it directly from the tube. So this is a transparent orangey brown. Next, we have the neutral tint. This is actually the last color here. And this is composed of 3 pigments. Sorry. So all the colors here are actually single pigment except to the burnt sienna light and neutral tint. Anyway, the Mayan orange doesn't have any pigment information. Even if you check the tube, pigment NA, not applicable even at the brochure, or the pigment orange, not applicable in NA. So I don't know, I have not researched yet about this color, but it's interesting and it's very transparent. So here are the 10 colors of Daniel Smith Alvaro Castagnet. So earlier I have sketched these seascape. Although I know Alvaro paints a lot of urban scapes, streetscapes, but I'd like to be consistent with my landscape and or seascape paintings in my swatch and sample paintings collection. So I'm gonna be painting a seascape. And again, my initial reaction to the 10 color selection is that I think they should have included at least one cool blue, either cerulean or cobalt blue, and a white, because he uses this a lot. And if you can actually Google or watch him on YouTube, he actually uses a lot of these colors. So if I may just suggest, these are my suggestions. And anyway, I'll just be painting this seascape using only the colors that are here. So let's begin. Having a wet on wet technique for the sky. I'm leaving some white parts. So with the sea part, again I'm using cobalt blue, and also I'm gonna have a mix of pearl red with the cobalt blue for a purple. So just like how Alvaro said, you just have to be always confident on your strokes, because artists make mistakes, and you just have to be confident, and you just have to just paint without thinking to be perfect, because no one is. And since we do not have cobalt teal or cool blue, let's try mixing the viridian with the cobalt to make it even more cooler. So a little bit more of viridian. So now we go to the sand part. So for that, I think we can use yellow ochre. So I'm just putting the first layers of background colors. Later on, we'll have deeper colors or the dry brush technique for the details. But as of now, we're just laying the base colors. Here there is like a mountain. So now let's go to the mountain. So for that, I will use the purple that I mixed using cobalt blue. and pyrrole with, I want a touch of viridian also to achieve some sort of a moon glow color. So now we're done with the base colors. Later on we'll have the detail through the dry brush technique. We'll have to let this dry first. So now that it's dry, I can now put new layers and also the details through the dry brush technique. But for now, let me just add some more layers of colors. And also here at the mountain, there are also some structures. So let me just catch a shadow here because this part is not hit by the sun. And here are the boats that are docked. I don't actually paint boats, so this is actually new to me. So let me try. Let's have two here. So let's assume this is the interior of the boat. By the way, I'm using a neutral tint here. Since I do not have cobalt teal, because I'd like to use cobalt teal supposedly for the decorations because it's more striking, but instead I'll just use again cobalt blue. For that, let's have a line here. So that's dry brush, so it appears like that. I'm using it very thickly and solid, and I just leave some parts unpainted because I believe that's the beauty of it being imperfect. And for the other boat, I'll use pyrrole red with the same technique, dry brush, and this time let's have pyrrole red. So this one is red. And of course, I'd like to make some parts of the boat a little bit more cool, just for the illusion of shadow. So I'll use viridian for that. So this is how it looks. Also here, let me just add some more viridian to the shore. And then the last boat, the one I placed here in front, of course, the interior is seen here. Just have to paint it neutral tint, and then yellow ochre. I assume it's out of wood. And of course burnt sienna light. With a hint of blue here. And again neutral tint. I assume another peg is here. And let me just again put some horizontal lines to show the landscapes or the sands. Oh, that's too dark. Texture. So again, I'd like to return to the island and show some more details of the rocks and some texture to the mountain or the hill, the edge of the cliff. And let me have the cobalt. So my phone just lost power suddenly, so I wasn't able to record my painting of the boat here, so I'll just add again another one so that you can see. Let's have it here. Let's have another boat here, and let's have again sail, and I'd like to have some touch just of color there. It's actually almost done, but I really think I need the white for my highlights here. I need to paint it directly from tube and a solid technique because I'd like to, you know, show some so some lines. And I think I'm good. So here I almost used all the colors, I think, except for the Hansa Yellow Deep, because instead of using it, I used yellow ochre, and I'm okay with it. So here is our finished painting using the Smith Alvaro Castagnet Master Artist Set. So overall, I'm very pleased with the color selection. I find it really very convenient and easy to use. But if I had to suggest just one thing, I'd like to really add at least one more cool blue But if I had to choose between cerulean and cobalt, I'd choose cobalt because this is not easy to achieve, especially out of the provided colors. And of course, the addition of also white, a titanium white, because I really see the Alvaro use lots of white in his paintings, and so I suggest if I know they won't listen, but yeah, if I really have to add 2 more to make it 12, I'd have white and cobalt teal. But actually, I'm really happy, I'm really satisfied with this set. And what else? So again, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe for more watercolor related videos. Please follow me on Instagram. Just search for my name, Alan J. Quesada, or Running Architographer, and I'll be posting this also today in my Instagram account. So again, thank you for watching, and see you next time.